My name is Jessie, and I've been helping Canadians make better financial decisions for over 20 years. What's the biggest mistake most people make when it comes to money? I like to call it death by a thousand cuts. What do I mean? Let's imagine you run to the grocery store to pick up some milk, and there's a display of gum and magazines. Of course, spending a few extra dollars on gum isn't going to hurt most of our budgets at first. But what if you did that sort of thing a few times a week? So if I spend an extra $5 at the grocery checkout line without thinking, and then $10 extra when I go get gas, and I splurged like just 20 bucks on an impulse buy on Amazon, that's $35. Now, this is $35 I didn't budget for, and I probably won't remember to write it down when it comes time to track my spending history. And if I end up spending that sort of money unconsciously every week for a month, I could end up out of pocket with about $140 of purchases I didn't budget for and honestly didn't really need. Probably didn't even really want once I got it. Now, just imagine my spouse does exactly the same thing. Just a couple of bucks here, a couple of bucks there. We've now unknowingly spent $280 in a month, which is $3,360 in a year. Guys, that's equivalent to a 1 week all-inclusive vacation to Mexico for the two of us. See, when I work with clients, the first thing I do is a cash flow analysis. This is just a fancy term for looking at their entire spending over the course of a year. The average family I work with makes between $75,000 to $150,000 a year. And want to know something crazy? Most of them say they can't afford to save $500 a month. However, we typically find that most people are unconsciously spending an average of $800 a month, or even that's about $10,000 a year. See, here's the thing. When you have very little income, you are forced to budget very carefully. But a lot of us associate budgeting with being broke or being poor. So once we start earning more income, we become less diligent in our finances. Banks give us credit easily. Tapping our debit and credit card and signing up for things online becomes extremely convenient. So, what do I recommend? Number one, cut out what you don't use. Just look at what you spend every month and then cut back. Like on monthly subscriptions, try pausing them for a month or canceling and see if you even notice. Number two, what I call cash is king. Just leave your debit and credit card at home, put cash in your wallet, and you will very quickly become aware and extremely conscientious of how much money you have. And third, start creating some what I call buckets. This is how you divide up your spending into categories, into different accounts. And so when you need to spend something, you have to conscientiously choose which account that money comes from. How can a financial planner like myself help? Well, we can actually sit down and help you with an objective set of eyes, look at what you're actually spending, and help